Hey y'all, welcome in or welcome back to my channel. So it has been a while since I filmed and uploaded a video, but today in this video I'm going to be sharing about my experience of living in Korea for the past 6 months. Yes, it's been 6 months. I honestly cannot believe it. So I'm going to be talking about my past 6 months here in Korea and just everything that's happened so far, my school life, where I've been around Korea so far, and what my goals are. Yeah, I'm just really excited to finally be filming a video. So I did film videos before the summer began, but I didn't like how they turned out, and a lot of things happened in between then, so I wasn't able to record or film. I wasn't like in the mood to record a video and edit and film and upload and all of that stuff, but it's a new semester. I had a great summer vacation and I feel recharged and ready. So if you're interested in hearing about my past 6 months, then keep on watching. I'm not going to really focus too much on the makeup that I'm using. It's more about what I'm talking about, and also if I'm all over the place, it's because my brain feels all over the place right now because it's been a while since I filmed a video. So yeah, I have my notes and everything, but it's probably still gonna be all over the place, so I apologize for that. Also, if you can't tell, I hope you can tell, but I got a new camera. I'm not using my new camera right now, but I also got a new microphone for my camera. So before, I've been using my phone, and I did have a microphone that I was using with my phone, but for some reason, when I recorded videos and I played it back and I heard it and I went through it on Final Cut Pro, it sounded loud enough, like it sounded well, but when I would upload it onto YouTube, it's like the volume wasn't there anymore. So I'm hoping that you can hear the difference in the audio this time around. So please leave me a comment below if the audio is good or if there's something else that I need to deal with. So yeah, I've been in Korea for 6 whole months and it feels insane. I already had primer on my face, by the way. It was just a mattifying primer, so I'm not ashy. Please don't worry, I'm not ashy. Sometimes it feels like it's been longer than 6 months. Sometimes it feels like I just got here. So it's been 6 whole months. It's currently the beginning? No, it's like the middle towards the end of August now. So yeah, the first semester of school already passed. My summer vacation just ended and it's currently Sunday, so I just finished my first 2 days back at school. So we're now into the second semester of the fall semester. So yeah, I went through a whole semester of teaching in Korea, which has been my first semester of teaching, period. So yeah, that's kind of mind-blowing to me. After my first semester, I had a week to prepare for my English camp, and then I had a week of English camp, and then I had 2 weeks of summer vacation. So for my first semester in Korea, I think it definitely went really well. It went very well, and I think that is due to not only my school and my co-teachers and my students being great, but just me being open, and not just open to the ideas of my school, my co-teachers, because you know, you can have completely different teaching styles from your co-teacher, or you know, you have a completely different idea of what teaching in Korea is like, and then when you get here it's like a full 180. I think I definitely learned to just have fun and go with it. My teaching style is very, I want the kids to have fun, and I also want to have fun myself. Like, I don't want to be like constantly just information. Like, I want my kids to have fun when I'm teaching, and I also want to have fun too, because I'm the one that has to teach it. I'm the one that has to do that all day. Not only with one class, but like however many classes that I have in a day. Especially when it comes to science, which is my background as a science teacher. Kids can be turned off from science so easily, and it's the same thing with teaching English as a foreign language, especially if your students aren't the best in English. They're immediately turned off. They just don't even want to, some of them don't want to try. So when they see that, you know, you're trying your best to make it fun and enjoyable for the kids, then that gets them to really open up and want to participate. Even if they're not good at it, at least they're trying. And I definitely noticed that with a lot of my students. At the very beginning, they were turned off. They were completely closed off, didn't want to open their mouths or anything. That could be because, you know, I'm black and they've never seen a black person before. It could just be because they don't like English, or they just think it's difficult. Why even try? It's too hard. But by the end of the semester, a lot of my kids were writing me notes about how they enjoy my classes and they're so fun. They're excited for my classes in the new semester, and they're excited to come to my English camp. I love my kids. I really do. I really love my kids and my school. I think my first semester went really well. I don't think there was anything that was like, ugh, but something that I did expect, but you aren't really told about it much during the epik orientation and just epik in general, is that you have to teach open classes. So if you don't know what open class is basically where you are teaching with your co-teacher, and there could be the parents of the students that come and sit in your class and watch you teach. There could be other teachers, it could be your principal, it could be your vice principal, it could be both your principal, vice principal, it could be all four of them watching you teach, and that can be very nerve-wracking, especially if you have never taught before, if you've never been evaluated like that before. For myself, because of the experience with internships and my student teaching, I'm used to that. Like, I'm used to being evaluated while I'm teaching, so I can adapt to that kind of situation. But I can see for someone that, one, didn't even know that there are open classes, two, has never been evaluated like that, and three, is a first year teacher, like, I can see how that's super stressful. I knew about open class, I think, because of hearing it on YouTube, like vaguely from other epik teachers, or either on like blog posts and stuff like that. Basically from doing research about epik, I knew about open class, but I don't remember hearing about it during the orientation or ever seeing it like on epik's website. My co-teacher says, oh, we have open class, it's in a month, a month and a half or so, and we're gonna prepare for it together so we can be ready for it. I'm like, okay. Like, I kind of knew about it. She explained that, you know, this is for the parents of the students to come in and see, basically, this is what your child is learning, this is how our classroom is. And I was like, okay. And we prepared for it. It was a little bit stressful, but it went really well. I'm thinking, okay, it's over. Open class is over. I did well. It's all cool. And then she comes back and she's like, we have another open class next month. And I'm like, another one? Like, wasn't that one good enough? Oh, and backtrack. This first open class, she also said that the principal and the vice principal were supposed to like come in, because during open class, it's not just the English teachers doing open class. Like, everyone in the school is doing open class. So that's the homeroom teachers, that's the English teachers, the science, the other subject teachers, PE, whatever it is. So the principal and vice principal were also hopping around the other teachers that were currently doing open classes at that time. The vice principal came in for like 5 minutes, and the principal never came to my open class. So, I mean, it went perfectly well anyway. So even if they did come in, it would have been great. But, you know, to me, I'm thinking that's the only open class I'm gonna have to do. And then she comes to me and she says, we have another open class next month. I'm like, okay, I mean, I can do that. Like, that's cool. No big deal. And she said that this time, this is specifically for the principal and vice principal, like just them, and maybe a few other teachers that are like Korean teachers that maybe have only been teaching for 1 to 2 or 3 years, so they can see like, this is a good classroom. I was a little bit more nervous, but I still wasn't super nervous, and that class went really well as well. Tips that I have for open class is just communicate with your co-teacher as much as you can. It can be hard, especially if you are co-teaching with a homeroom teacher. So when it comes to teaching with a co-teacher, you can be with an actual English teacher, like someone that is supposed to be teaching English, or you could be teaching with a homeroom teacher, which is basically someone that isn't supposed to be an English teacher, but that's just sometimes how the scheduling works. So sometimes the homeroom teachers don't speak any English. Sometimes they have really great English, and that is helpful. Sometimes they may not understand English, but they're still willing to help you out. For me, I don't teach with any homeroom teachers. All of my co-teachers are English teachers, but I do have a lot of friends that they teach with just homeroom teachers. And that can be very stressful, especially if your homeroom teacher isn't helping you out a lot, like just sitting in the back of the classroom on their phone kind of thing when you need them to, you know, translate something or deal with the discipline of the students or whatever the case is. So that can definitely be stressful, especially when you have the principal and the vice principal coming in to watch you and evaluate you. Open class, basically they just want to see the kids having fun. They want to see the kids having fun, being active, and making or producing something. So they're either writing or they're speaking or they're making something, working together as a team. That's what they want to see. They want to see teamwork and the kids really just getting the content. I don't want to say don't stress out about it too much because it's something that's very important. Like, this is an evaluation that will matter for your renewing. It matters for your transferring. Like, this is important, obviously, but you don't want to stress out about it too much, because at the end of the day, they're not out to get you. Like, they want you to do well, and this is their opportunity for them to say, okay, this is what you can work on, or you did amazing, like, keep doing this. This is what we want to see. I need to do my actual makeup. So I think my first semester went really well. I think it's also because I have such a great relationship with my co-teachers. Like, if I need something, I can't be afraid to ask them, what's this, or where is this, or how do I do this? I have to ask them, especially if it's in Korean, or if I really need help, I need to go out there and ask them for help. They've just been so open and helpful with me, and I've learned a lot of things from them, and they tell me that they've learned a lot of things from me. In the semester, I've gotten a great relationship with my coworkers, my co-teachers, but I've also gotten a really good relationship with the other Korean teachers by joining the volleyball group in my school. So in my school, some of the Korean teachers play volleyball and badminton together. I think it's been really great because most of those teachers do not speak English, or they actually do, but they just haven't been talking to me. So I've been able to, like, see who actually speaks English really well. That's not, you know, my co-teachers. And I think, one, it's great because it's a way for me to exercise. So it's a way for me to still stay fit, but I'm also bonding with my co-workers, and they're able to see that, you know, I'm not scary. Like, I'm a human being. And I think a lot of them were really afraid of me or just afraid to talk to me, but now, like, they actually say hi to me when they see me in the hallways. Like, it makes me so happy. Like, I feel like I'm part of the group now, because honestly at first it felt really a little bit isolating, and like, that's not their fault. Like, you know, I am the foreigner in their country, so I don't blame them for, you know, maybe not purposely isolating me. But sometimes it did make me a little bit sad when all of my co-teachers would leave our office and go to a teacher's meeting, but they wouldn't really invite me because, you know, it's all in Korean and I'm not gonna understand it anyway. And like, yeah, I'm not gonna understand it, but still, like, invite me so I can at least say, like, oh no thank you, I'm okay. But I do wish that, you know, my Korean was better, or that I could participate. I had 1 week of English camp and I think it went amazing. I was so excited to be able to finally plan an entire week, even just a whole day, like just me planning it and being in charge of it and being in charge of the classroom. Like, that is what I miss. I really miss that. Like, just having control of the classroom and just, it's mine. And also, because I am a science teacher, I made my English camp science themed. So the first day was biology, the second day was chemistry, the third day was astronomy, and the fourth day was physics, and the last day was just closing ceremony / watch a movie together. For my teaching style, I want the kids to have fun. I do want them to learn, but the most important thing is that they're having fun. I tried my best to come up with a lot of fun activities that would make science not scary and difficult and hard. And I remember the very first day when I was basically telling the students, welcome to English camp, and I'm so excited you're here, and this is what we're gonna do for the week. And I told them, like, oh, we're gonna be doing science. And this is 5th grade and 6th grade, by the way. And they're looking at me like, huh? And one student goes, teacher, you know we're not in high school or college, right? And I'm like, yes, I know that, but like, we're gonna have fun. Like, don't worry, it's not gonna be hard. For biology, they made biomes, they made ice cream. For chemistry, for astronomy, we made like constellations, and we put like the actual constellations on a board, so they projected it, and then they made their own constellations with glow sticks, and they wrote out stories for their constellations. And for physics, they had balloon races. In sixth grade, we're able to make balloon powered water bottle cars, which didn't work, but at least they had fun making it. So I think they had such a blast doing it. I think at first my main co-teacher was like, what the heck is all of this toilet paper and all of these water bottles? Like, what are you doing? But when she saw like the reactions from the kids and their feedback, then she was really like, wow, like I can tell that they really enjoyed your class and they really enjoyed the camp. And that was just, I think that was the highlight of my semester, just being able to plan that, even though it was a little bit stressful, but just being able to plan that and see the excitement and the happiness and the looks on their faces when they were making things, that was everything. That's it. That's what I wanted. Outside of school, like, life has been pretty good. Been able to travel a lot within Korea. I've been to New York, I went to Japan, I went to Tokyo to visit one of my childhood best friends, and that was such an amazing experience. Like, never would I ever have thought I would go to Japan. Like, what? So that was great. I went for a weekend to Japan. I've been to Seoul plenty of times. I've been to Busan twice, 2 or 3 times. I've been to Daejeon many times, and Daejeon is super close to Sejong, so yeah, I think I'm actually going to Daejeon today, actually. I've been to Gwangju. I've been to Bosang to visit my good friend Arish. Yeah, I've been to like the major cities. I haven't been to Daegu yet. Chuseok is next month, and I have plans to be in Jeju, so I'm really excited about that. I'm so excited for Jeju. It's supposed to be super beautiful and just beaches everywhere. So I'm very excited to go to Jeju for Chuseok holiday. And I'm even more excited because I'm going to meet Palesa. So if you don't know who Palesa is, she is a YouTuber here on YouTube. And she came to Korea to teach with Epik the same time that I did. And we met once at the Epik orientation, but we've always like commented on each other's videos, and like she's so supportive of me, and I love her, and I'm so supportive of her. And so it's so amazing that we're actually like gonna meet in person. And she's from South Africa, so if you are thinking of applying to Epik and you are South African and you want to know the experience of an actual South African applying, because applying to Epik or just teaching in Korea in general is definitely different depending on the country that you're coming from. So if you are South African, I highly suggest checking out her channel because her content is very helpful. Even if you aren't South African or just African in general, like, I would definitely check out Palesa's channel. I definitely want to go to other countries, other Southeast Asian countries while I'm here in Korea. I don't know if I'll be able to do it this year with all of the weekends and holidays that I have left while I'm trying to plan my upcoming holidays and vacations and things like that. I don't think I'll have enough time to be able to enjoy going to some countries for this year, but for sure next year I definitely have plans of going to Indonesia and Taiwan and Vietnam, so we'll see. I definitely want to see more of Korea, like more rural areas. Like, I definitely want to go to Jeollanam-do, like Yeosu-mokpo down in the south, and I want to go to Gangwon-do up in the north. I want to go to Daegu, Ulsan. I want to see more of Gyeonggi-do and the east coast as well. So yeah, I just want to go everywhere. So I definitely plan on doing more traveling, like during my weekends. Like, if I'm not able to go to other countries outside of Korea, then I'll definitely just be hopping on a train or a bus and just going somewhere. I feel like I've really enjoyed just solo traveling, just getting on a train and going to a different city. And even if I don't know what I'm doing, like I can figure it out and be by myself. Yes, I've gone to Seoul and Busan and Gwangju and other places with my friends, and that's fun and all, but I also have really enjoyed just traveling and being by myself, like figuring it out by myself. I saw MAMAMOO. I can't believe it. So I went to my first ever K-pop concert, period, and first concert here in Korea. And it was amazing. Like MAMAMOO is so talented. Like we knew that, but like they are talented in real life. Like the harmonies, the vocals, oh my gosh, they are talent. They are pure talent. Like I can't even believe that I saw them and they were so close. Like so I went on Melon. I went online on Melon and I saw that there were like a few tickets left, and so I was like, why not? Let's do it. Like the whole website is in Korean, and I'm just like, if it happens, it happens. If I'm able to get tickets, I'll get tickets. If I don't, it's not meant to be. But this whole website is in Korean. I don't know anything about buying tickets on Melon. Like I know nothing, and so it took me like 3 days to buy these tickets. Like every time I would get closer to understanding something, it would be like, you need to do this, you need to do that. So it took me literally forever. Like I'm so surprised that those tickets were still there. Yeah, that was like a disaster. But now I understand how to buy K-pop concert tickets online. So with these BTS tickets coming out, I will be there. Like I understand. So I'm getting my tickets for the BTS concert in October. Let me just show you the ticket right now. In this envelope like this. So now this is like all about MAMAMOO. This is a video about MAMAMOO now. Okay, so my seat where I was standing was still pretty close to the stage. Like I was pretty dang close. Like I could see Hwasa's eyelashes. Like yeah, I was very close. I couldn't like touch them close, but I was still pretty close, and it was just amazing. I think the big difference from concerts in the US or just Western style compared to in Korea is that you don't really sing along to songs. And I mean, I love to sing, and yes, I do want to hear, you know, MAMAMOO singing because their voices are amazing, but I also want to like sing along too and jam out as well. And I was just seeing that no one was singing along, and unless it was like the fan chants, which isn't really singing along. And I'm just like, no, I want to sing along. Like I'm gonna sing along. So I'm singing along to all the words, and some of these Koreans are looking at me like, who is this black girl that is like singing like she actually knows the words? Like what? But yeah, it was so much fun. Like MAMAMOO can really perform, and I don't know, I didn't really know what to expect. Like MAMAMOO are real. They're real. Like I saw them. Like what? It was so much fun, and I'm really excited for the opportunity to go to other K-pop concerts or just concerts in general. So like I said, BTS are having a final stop of their tour show in Seoul. So they have 3 shows in Seoul in October. One is on a Saturday, one is on Sunday, and one is on a Tuesday. Like who is gonna go see a BTS concert on a Tuesday night in Seoul? If I get that ticket, I might. So yeah, hopefully I can go to that concert and any upcoming concerts in the future. I'm really glad that MAMAMOO was my first concert. I've loved MAMAMOO for quite some time now. Like I think out of all, my opinion, this is just my opinion, out of all of the K-pop girl groups and just K-pop groups currently, I think MAMAMOO is one of the best, definitely one of the most talented, because honestly sometimes when you hear these groups, like what they sound like on their CD versus real life, it's not the same. And MAMAMOO, it's like they swallowed their CDs. Like they literally swallowed their CDs. They're amazing. I love them. They're so talented. I think going to that concert, even though I went alone, I'd never been to a K-pop concert before. Sometimes when they were like in their little breaks in between the songs, they would speak in Korean, obviously, because we're in Korea and they're Koreans. You know, I wasn't understanding everything completely, but I still had fun. I still sang along. I still jammed out. We weren't allowed to take videos and pictures. I did try my best to take a few videos, but yeah, I definitely didn't want to get kicked out. And there were also some fans like in the crowd that were like telling other fans to like stop recording, so I didn't want to be, you know, told off by a K-pop stan. When I told my students that I went to the MAMAMOO concert, oh my gosh, they flipped. And then I showed them pictures and videos and they were just like, "Teacher, you're so cool. Teacher, you saw them? Like, really saw them?" They loved it. I'll be honest, I'm not super crazy about my makeup right now, but it's been a while since I did my makeup, so I'm a little rusty. So we're just gonna push through and keep on going. So I did mention that I found out about open class like a little bit by reading blog posts and watching some YouTube videos and stuff, but no one really talked about open class. But another thing that I didn't really know about, well, no one really talked about it that much, was teaching on Saturdays. Your epik contract says you teach Monday through Friday, but there could be opportunities for you to teach on Saturdays. I've been teaching Saturday classes like once a month, maybe 2 times a month. And so this just depends on your region and your Office of Education. So sometimes they might have this opportunity, sometimes they might not. So for Sejong in Jochiwon, they reached out to the teachers that came in and they told us, if you are interested, you can teach some extra Saturday classes and you can get extra money. And so for these classes, there's no curriculum. It's just you planning and teaching whatever you want to teach, and you don't have a co-teacher in the room with you. So this could range from elementary to middle school to high school. So for the classes that I teach, they are with middle school, boys and girls mixed, and there's about 13 of them in the class. I am certified to teach middle school and high school students. Being able to have this middle school class that I'm in charge of, even if it's just once a month, like I'm in charge of the lesson, I'm in charge of discipline and all of that stuff, like just me. And so it's been great to be able to have that freedom to like plan something like a whole class and like no one is restricting me. That's been really great, and the topics that we've done have been really fun. And it was definitely hard at first because, you know, they're not my students. Like they only see me once a month, and so I'm really a stranger to them. So it was kind of hard to get them to open up a little bit, but I think now they're like, okay, you're cool. Like we'll be open with you a little bit. So that is an option if you do want to make a little bit of extra money. It just depends on your Office of Education and what is available, and also how many teachers sign up. So for these Saturday classes, there are 3 foreign English teachers, so myself and 2 other teachers, and there are also 3 Korean teachers. So I take the first 2 classes of the day, which in total they're both 45 minutes. So in total I teach for like an hour and a half, which is really nothing. An hour and a half out of my Saturday morning, and then I'm free to do whatever I want for the rest of the day, and I'm getting paid extra for that. Just a few hours and you can make extra money. So that is definitely a nice plus. I've had a great first 6 months, and I'm really excited for the rest of this year and all of the plans that I have, and I definitely hope that I'm able to have more motivation and just be consistent in making videos and be confident in the things that I'm doing. Before my summer break even started, I filmed some videos, and I mean, I look back at them and I was just like, I don't like it, but I wanted to redo it, but I didn't have time, and I just definitely want to be more focused in liking what I'm doing. I also do have to remind myself a lot that I did make this channel just to show my life, like just to have fun. Like, I'm not doing this to be a YouTuber or a beauty blogger. Like, that's definitely not what I want to do with my life. But I'm just doing this to show my experience of living abroad in Korea and what my life is like, especially so that, you know, I can look back at this later and be like, wow, like I did that. Like, that's what my life was like, and I could show that to my kids or to my students when I'm teaching in the US or wherever I teach next. But I also do want to make helpful videos for people that, you know, are thinking of coming to Korea. So I do hope that people still find my videos and my content helpful and thinking of moving here or transitioning in their move here. If you have any ideas of videos that you want to see from me, then definitely let me know in the comments below. I'm open to any suggestions. Yeah, I do have some videos that I'm still editing and I want to upload. And of course, whenever I travel outside of Sejong, I don't tend to record because, you know, I'm living in the moment and enjoying my time. But I do want to make, you know, travel vlogs and show what I'm doing, basically. And I've done a pretty bad job of showing Sejong and Jochiwon in my videos because, to be honest, I'm not even usually here. Like, I spend most of my time in other cities with my friends or just traveling or whatever the case is. But usually, even if I'm in Sejong or Jochiwon, I have something going on or I'm sleeping in my apartment. So usually I am not even here, but I do plan on making videos showcasing Sejong and Jochiwon so you can actually see what it looks like, what you can do here for fun and things like that. So yeah, sorry about not showing more of Sejong and Jochiwon better like I thought I would, but I honestly didn't expect to do as much traveling as I have been doing, which is good. Like, I'm glad that, you know, I've been going out and exploring Korea and things like that and making friends and having fun. But I'm actually more surprised that I haven't been spending a lot of time at home. Yeah, I definitely have more plans of going around Sejong and Jochiwon and areas around here so you can see what you can do for fun and what's poppin'. Yeah, I'm done with my makeup, and yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with everything on my list that I plan to talk about. So yeah, that's pretty much how my 6 months has been so far. Everything's honestly been really great, and I'm just really excited for the next 6 months. And I definitely plan on renewing my contract and staying with my school for another year. So I'm really excited for the end of this school year, but also next school year. And I'm excited to see all my little babies grow up and go up on a new grade. And I'm excited to see my 6th graders move on to middle school. And I just feel really good right now. I feel really good. And I'm happy that I'm able to share that with other people here on YouTube. So I'm really happy here in Korea. I'm really happy. Yeah, that's pretty much how my 6 months has been so far. If you have any questions at all, you can always leave a comment below. And definitely let me know what kind of videos that you all want to see. If you want to see more videos that are more epic related or life in Korea related, whatever you're wanting, just let me know and I'll try my best to do that. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!